Man, oh man, what is going on, guys? Carter here, got another video for you. We're doing an unboxing. Look at these cool coins. There's a clue. There's a clue for what we're unboxing. In fact, I should have used my J-Cape V4 for this unboxing, but I left it upstairs. And so we've got the handy dandy. Notice that I'm cutting away from myself for the first time in my adult life, I swear. So we're just going to use this Paramilitary 2 here to unbox this knife. Now, so bittersweet. Really excited about this knife. However, I'm also kicking myself for not grabbing another one. So, for those that don't know, J-Cape V4s. Ooh, ha! I didn't know I got a flag. I got a flag. I got the new flag. I've got the old flag. Now I've got the new flag. Let's check this out. I didn't know he was throwing this in. That is sick. So, here's the thing, guys. V4s, J-Cape V4s came in. They started to, oh, this is cool. You're not going to be able to see the whole flag, but it's got the stylized J-Cape here, and then it's got the new Something Obscene logo. I prefer the old Something Obscene logo. I hope they don't. I like this one. I still love it. I hope they don't sunset this. I hope this is just in addition, because this one's cool. Kind of a Guardians of the Galaxy type font, but not as cool as the old one, in my opinion. Let me know down below what you think. So these dropped, and they started to ship out. It's a whole thing. You know, Felix, the owner, he's busy. Blade Show's coming up, but he got a bunch out, and they all kind of hit on Tuesday. And so on Tuesday, a bunch went up for sale, and I snagged this one, but I passed up on a couple because I just wasn't quite sure. You know, I'm like, I don't know what my plan is. Do I need it? And I let him pass me by. And I also thought there would be a bunch more that came in on Wednesday and Thursday. And that wasn't really the case. Like, they're pretty sparse. And the demand has only increased as the days go by. And now V4s will pop up and they are just gone. Like, in a moment's notice, people are scouting. Anyways, on to the unboxing. So, ooh. Sheesh. So we've got some purple, dark matter, fat carbon inlays right here. Really cool. Some decent purple. There's a whole controversy with these. People are upset. There's not much color. Some people will get this side of the inlay, and then this side won't have any color. That's a whole thing. Oh, that's cool. You know, I haven't actually looked at the back of these inlays. So I was wondering how they did that. They've got an inset little female screw pressed in there, maybe glued in there, I'm not quite sure, that holds these in. This is so cool. It's such a cool system. A lot of controversy with these. The renderings showed a lot more color because they were renderings. People got their knives and the color wasn't as good. It's a tough situation because it's dark matter, you know, and I've never loved dark matter for that very reason. I just don't get it. Like, if I want color, I want color. Otherwise, I'll just take black and white. But for doing inlays like this, dark matter is not the best choice because there's a high probability you're going to cut this piece out and there's just not going to be any coloration in there. And it's just how it is. Like, I don't know. I could do a whole thing on that, but let's take a look at what we have. So here is the extra hardware. Don't want to lose that. And the knife. Ooh, and he already switched onto, ooh, that has a real crispy detent. So he already switched the pocket clip to the one I like. He somehow knew that that's what I wanted. This is, here's another thing. This is the Zerblast, full Zerblast V4 J-Cape. You can see, like, look at those inlays. Like, if you hold it like this, it almost looks like there are no inlays. Wire EDM, I assume. So cool. So I'm torn because I kind of like just this plain Jane kind of look here. I kind of like it. It's pretty cool, especially on this lock side. And it, of course, adds even more heft to it, which I really, really like. Ooh, gosh, do you hear that ting? Not when opening. When closing, it'll ting. Never heard that before. This thing is sick. I love this Zerblast. It's kind of like a Stonewash Zerblast. Not Zerk Blast. So That's the funny thing. And I get it. A lot of people call it Zerblast, and that's actually what it's listed as. Well, they'll call it Zerkblast. There's no such thing as a Zerkblast. There's no zirconium involved in this finish. Zerblast is a specific type of ceramic ball used in bead blasting. It's essentially bead blasting, just a specific brand and a specific type, and it's called Zerblast. No C, there's no Zerk, there's no zirconium. People mistakenly call it Zerkblast. I don't know if they think it's like zirconium based. Ooh, man, this one might become a ringer if I can dial it in. So cool. So the V4s, man, I think they're going to be a bit of a sleeper hit. And, you know, you may say, wait a minute, sleeper hit, you're talking about how they're selling out in seconds. Yes, but that's because they're highly sought after in the Something Obscene community. But I think over the coming months, they're going to really blow up. The worry, though, is there's just not enough product to satisfy much of a blow up, you know, like they made a lot of these, but it's still a fully limited release, a big run that kind of came out, and there's not another run in the pipe for these. There is for the Nemly, but there's no more planned V4s that are currently in the pipe. So even if one gets kicked off next week, you wouldn't see them for a long time. So the supply is limited on these things, but I'm not aware of another inlay system like this. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure I'm wrong. I'm sure there's like so-and-so and so-and-so does it. But I'm not aware of it. And I don't mean necessarily like just the quality and blah, blah, blah. That's part of it too, though. Like, oh man, I mean, look at it. Look, like, that is crazy. But also everything being hidden. Because I've had inlays from Riyat. Like I had a Chavez which are made by Riyat. With an inlay, but they were exposed screws on the outside, and there's like 3 of them, and it's like, come on, that's crazy. These are all hidden screws on the inside, but swappable. These are all swappable. Like I've got these inlays, I could throw these in here. I've got some zirconium ones coming in, and I can put them in. Like I can take this apart and put in whatever inlays I want, and then maybe a week later, I put in the other inlays. Like, I don't know. It just seems like a really cool concept. And technically, you know, the Chavez, I could have taken those inlays out, but they didn't make replacement inlays, right? You just had the ones that came with, so you could take them off, and that would be weird. Anyways, I digress. It's just a really freaking cool system. I love how you can get this with just titanium, because what I could do here is just, so I've got so many options, so many activities I can do. I've got so much space. I can do so many activities. Please name the movie down below if you know what that's from. But I could put these on here. I could put my zirconiums on here. I could leave it as is. I could take these out and I could heat ano them. I could make these bronze or purple and bronze. I could do all of those things. I don't know what I want to do. Problem with the ano is if I mess it up, I can't really fix it, or at least not easily, because it'll destroy this finish here. So I don't know. I'll have to think long and hard about it. The good thing about these inlays, though, is there's no like milling pockets or anything, so they should ano pretty evenly. The problem is some of these points here will get hotter sooner, so I'd have to be really careful to like heat up mostly down here and take it really slow, because the problem with the heat ano is the parts that heat up faster are going to start turning purple where the rest is bronze. And if you can do like, if that's what you're going for, it's fine. But the problem is when you do it and it's like everything's bronze except for purple right here. And then it's like, you just got this little touch of purple that you didn't want. So it can be tricky. So I don't know if I want to mess with it, because I kind of like this clean look, but then I don't know what to do with these other inlays. I don't know. I'll have to decide. I'm going off topic. These things are freaking sweet. Really kicking myself. I passed up on a Murdered Out version, dual action for a great price. I passed up on another dual action that had inlays and zirconium pocket clip and backspacer. Really kicking myself on that one. But I was thinking, there'll be more. Man, not really. Not really. Stuff is not showing up like I thought it would. I thought these would be everywhere. Now, granted, a lot of people are at Blade, and a lot of packages are still arriving, and there's still more that haven't gone out, but I don't think there's going to be as many extras as I anticipated, but we'll see. Anyways, I only want to get maybe one more and I'll be good. So, all right, guys, unboxing V4J Cape. I would tell you to go pick one up, but good luck. For a while, St. Nick's still had some pre-orders, but I think those pre-orders are now all officially spoken for. The St. Nick's have not gone out yet, but the pre-orders are all taken, so those will probably pop up on the secondary here or there. But man, so cool, such a cool knife. I love this Zerk finish on there. Looks really, really good. All right, guys, I'm out. See you later.